say that, ask the guys that were here last year how different it is. So just how different is this camp compared to last year?
I think I said it in spring. It was like we almost had a whole new team, and even more of those guys are gone. So it's just it's a whole different vibe. We're bringing a winning culture here. So
The safety room is pretty deep that you guys added a bunch of new guys in the summer. I mean, what's the competition like in the room? There's a lot of guys with starting experience all over the country.
yeah, it's good. We push each other. We always go. We got three. We a lot of times have three safeties on the field, sometimes even four. So, if you can play, coach is gonna put you on the field. So, it's a good competition. We all push each other.
How different is Charles Valley's defense from what you were playing prior?
It's a lot different. It's more of like a 3-4 kind of defense compared to a 4-3 kind of thing. So, a lot more moving parts and stunts from the front and stuff like that. But it's a lot different.
Trevor, you played lots the last couple of years. How has your game evolved? Are there some areas you feel like you've made a jump as a player?
Yeah, just in man coverage, just learning to play different ways. Last year I was improving a lot on my man coverage, but now I'm working on different techniques and stuff like that, ways to just change it up with the receivers and that's the biggest change really for me.
What kind of challenge is it going up against you every day?
It's good. It's not easy to get a pick off him. When he takes chances, it's a calculated risk. And he's putting in a bucket, so it's not easy.
What are his best traits?
Kind of like I said, he takes calculated risks. It's not like he's just throwing check downs all game, but it's not easy to make a play on him just because he's putting it on the money. He's really accurate, and I always like to, like he always talks, like we always kind of mess with each other. Like I'll try to disguise things, and we kind of get that going.
Is there a bit of like a badge of honor that you and the other guys who kind of made it through the spring from last year's team?
Yeah,
Still here?
it's always funny, because they all just know like what all kind of we went through, so they kind of it's like they respect us for sticking it out and staying even.
Just going back to that first team meeting when Coach Prime said that, what are you thinking in terms of him bringing his own luggage?
Just I'm ready to compete with whoever he brings in. It didn't matter to me really.
What kind of personality has Shiloh brought to the room? It seems like something you guys might have needed from the spring, just kind of his pushing everybody to be better.
Yeah, he's a real good guy. We go up, right after this lift, we'll get like basically all the DBs and linebackers and random guys walk in too. But we'll all go up and watch film, just the players, just us. But he brings a good vibe to the room.
Trevor, what's the adjustment like for you running from Coach Kelly?
It's been good. He's one of the best safety coaches in the country. So just trying to learn everything, absorb everything that I can from him.
How does it help the mental side of your game, knowing that you're still here and you're even in that starter conversation after having that?
All right, say that again.
How does it help your mental side of your game?
It's just for me. It's kind of like I know I can compete with guys. No matter who's brought in. I'm still in the contention, like you said, for the starting spot. So it's just I know I can play.
How much different is the schemes you're running defensively this year to last year? Has it been a lot to absorb, or has it been a pretty smooth transition?
It's a lot. It's a lot more pressures and stuff like that. Than we ran last year because we didn't run too much last year. So that's really been the biggest thing for me, just learning all the different kind of pressures, all that.
Coach Kelly talks about a certain standard he wants you guys to all meet. What does that standard look like for you?
I'm sorry?
Coach Kelly, he wants you guys to meet a standard to meet that starting role. What does that standard look like?
Just whoever, we all compete, and whoever's up there doing all the right things, that's the standard. The standard is always, there's right or wrong. Coach Prime talked about it yesterday. There's right or wrong. Whoever's choosing right all the time, that's the standard.
There's a lot of new players on this defense. Has anybody kind of stuck out to you in camp, caught your eye?
A lot of guys. Demoy, he knows the defense really well. His name's Shane. Shane's a beast. JD, same thing. He can rush the passer. But
Still nailing down the names.
Yeah, but I'm learning. I've learned most of basically everybody's name by now, at least on defense. Yeah, but
Who would you say is the hardest receiver to cover?
hardest receiver to cover, because I'm not really lined up on the outside, so I don't really get to line up in front of Xavier much, or even really Travis. But so probably Jimmy.
Thanks, Trevor.
No problem.